Okay, so this time, I messed up a lot worse than last time. Instead of not recording the audio, I wasn't recording anything at all. So basically, I didn't do much before I realized. All I really did was, fight King Slime, the manifestation of Pinky, which is the mini-boss that will be summoned randomly after killing King Slime from the Pinky's mod, appeared a few times. I wasn't able to kill it because it's a little stronger than anything I should be really fighting right now. And I made a house, and that was kind of it so far. So, luckily I caught it now instead of after I'd finished, or thought I finished, an entire episode. Because that would have sucked. But anyway, this is the house right here. And I'd say it turned out pretty well. I think I could have done better, but I didn't really want to spend like 3 hours on it. So I just kind of went with this. And I didn't really get too much from King Slime either. Okay, so, future Quinn here. I kind of forgot to mention that one of the things that I forgot to record, when I messed up earlier, was me reviewing the loot that I got from Eye of Cthulhu. There's basically, a little lore item in there, that I ended up reading later in the video, and there was also these divine shards, which I remember you can also get from other enemies in the PinkyMod later on. And there was also this other item. I forget exactly what it was, but it was something. Clearly not that important since I forgot it. And, you know, I got the normal, like, treasure bag and got a, Shield of Cthulhu. I got the slime hook and the slimy saddle. And, hang on, I need to check my chests again because I forget if there was something actually interesting from Pinky's mod that I got. Oh yeah, I got, another mysterious coordinates, so... But it's the same ones as the last, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because they stack. Yeah, I can't think of anything else interesting that happened other than fighting King Slime and building that house. I then realized that I had enough of those small diamonds from the magic storage mod to actually make the magic storage heart. I would be able to make it, but I wouldn't be able to make the other parts of the storage that I usually would, like the crafting part of the storage. I couldn't make that yet, but getting storage in general was a good start. While I'm doing some building, I see a message pop up in the bottom left, which, if I was recording previously, you would all have seen before, and it means that the manifestation of Pinky is going to show up. And every time before that, I've died pretty quick, but this time, I had prepared a strategy that would not fail. It might have failed once before, but it would not fail this time. So I just kind of sat up there on the roof, just shooting Pinky with some arrows, you know, as you do. And it worked well. What? After I defeated Pinky, it was going to be back to the house building for me, because I really wanted to get the NPC from the Pinky's mod, the Traveler, because he's going to be the guy who allows me to do what the mod is mostly about, which is using the Subworld Library to travel between different adventure maps that have different things going on in them. Ayo! It's dead. I remember this. Ring of Blades. Damage is increased. Reflect some incoming melee damage back to attackers. I think I'm definitely gonna keep this on. Jealous Flask restores 15 life. It is used as currency during the Old Slime Age. But still edible. Weird. Not to be confused with Estus Flask. Nice little Dark Souls reference in there. I like it. Wow, that's crazy. As I'm building the meteorite house, a meteorite has landed. So with some new housing built, what I'd been waiting for had finally happened. Yes! Finally, the Traveler! I've been waiting for this guy. Finally decides to show his face after I build this many houses. Okay. Hello there. I was just checking out this settlement of yours. The name is Yide. Nice to meet you. I'm a wanderer of sorts. I travel from land to land, and I've seen lots of things back in the day. I've never been to these Paradox Islands before, so I took my boat to your little land. Such a quaint little place. Anyways, it's nice talking to you. I'm just going to take a look around town to see what goes on. Even in the quiet countries, there are many unseen and unheard adventures going on. And that is what I live for. Oh, and if you see any mysterious artifacts or strange objects that I may be interested in, do show them to me. Who knows? They could lead to new adventures. And as a reward, I'll bring you along with me. Cool. Well then, time to go grab my, items that are interesting. Filter by mod? I don't know. Well, anyway. Mysterious coordinates. Gotta grab those. I also want to see what's going on with these. You might also do something. I'll take both of these actually as well. Okay. Where is he going? Why are you running away? Paradox Islands are a strange place where everything is possible. The dead can come back, and there's always a dungeon on every one of your islands. Apparently, they were doing some weird developer dude. The world of Terraria is an endless ocean dotted with islands. Many haven't been explored. That's just the islands in the mainland region. Not even in the Paradox Islands where you live. Oh my, how mysterious. These coordinates are very strange indeed. Wait, well, let me mark it out on my map. Here it seems to point to some random insignificant place, but who knows? This is a calling to adventure. My thanks. As promised, you can come along if you'd like. Just ask me when the time is right, and I'll take you there on my boat. Travel. Weird place. Paradox Islands. You are here. Cathedral of the Moon. Ooh. Yide the Traveler. Well, here we are. I don't smell anything overly adventurous, which is good, actually. Smell is the last thing that should be adventurous. Anyways, this place looks just like any other island, except for that one big cathedral over the hill. You go ahead first, and be careful. Got it. Can I mine here? No. Okay. Good to know. Ooh. Wool. Oh, I really like this. I was trying to do something similar to this with jungle trees in one of my other worlds with the living mahogany. Oh, I see a chest over there. And it didn't turn out quite like I hoped, but it still turned out really good. I like the vines. Am I meant to use these to get over the tree? I mean, I'm assuming I can just grapple though, right? I don't know if I'm meant to do this though. I think it'll be fine. Whoop. Nice. A chest? A note from the medium. You can't quite make out the writing on it. Best to keep it near for now. So, oh wait, yeah, this guy's shop, he sells the Traveler's Journal, meaning I can look at all my lore. Shop. I will take that, as it is more lore. Changes the damage of most yo-yos and boomerangs from melee to throwing and vice versa. Ooh, interesting. Weird. Traveling shirt, traveling hat. I'll take the journal. Oh, codexes, item lore, bestiary. Okay, so this is how I access the bestiary. I'll give those a read later. Ooh, this place is nice. We got these little pillars. Wonder what's gonna be all the way at the end of this. Oh, this place looks cool. Library over there. Can I go up here? Oh yeah, I can. Oh, I can't go up very high though. I kind of get stuck here. Okay. Not much in here. Oh, I can actually break the cobwebs. I don't really want to do that. Who's this guy? Greetings. So I guess you are the Terrarian who picked up the coordinates. In that case, I am pleased to meet you. Like I said, we have much to discuss. You can know me as the medium, nothing more, nothing less. Now do not be startled by my appearance. It is simply the robes of my former religion. See, I was a lunar cultist, but times have changed since then, and now I follow no single deity. That is not my point now, though. The thing is, back when I was still with them, I was known to be a master clairvoyant. Yes, this was what earned me my title. Even after I left them, I still practice my future reading skills. Yet in the recent ages, I have stumbled upon something startling. On one of these trips to the far future, indeed, it was a future where all was devastation. Mainland Terraria has been reduced to mountains of ashes, and the Paradox Islands where you are from are no more. The sky is choked with ash, the ground is radiated, and the only light is the endless streaking of green lightning. After a deep session of pondering, I managed to determine the source of this vision. It led me to this here very island. It appears that whatever is in that seal above us is the source of all this. The thing was being kept behind a century-old magic spell. If we leave it alone for a few more centuries to come, who knows, that thing might break out. And if its release into the world really causes such catastrophe than I thought, that we should be doing something. Which is what led me to call out for help from others. I can't surmount this monolithic task myself. I may be proficient mage, but I am, after all, only a man. And this is why I called you. I know that something is different deep within you. I cannot tell what, but I can sense it. So hear me out, alright. For the sake of Terraria, we need to do something about that seal. After further research, I realized that in order to break it, one will need to have memories of the powers of the greatest beings in the land. And thus, I have but one favor to ask for you. Please, so that Terraria will live another day. Find and overcome these great beings, and take in the memories so that we may break the seal ourselves. Look, I can explain. The seal's failure is inevitable, so better it happen on our watch so that we may be there to fight back, than for it to catch us off guard. By facing the greatest of those who walk the land, you can take in the great memories as your own. I cannot explain why right now, but it is these memories that will allow you to stand and fight against the being. If you do embark on this quest, then I applaud you. Here, for you, this tablet can help you keep track of all the memories that you have taken in full. Good luck, my friend. Once again, I am very sorry to trouble you. We all have our daily struggles, needs, and wants. Yet I do hope that you can see the true importance of this mission. Until then... Items? Oh, it's just to retrieve the memory tablet in case you get rid of it. Okay. Be used to keep track of it. Ooh, fancy. Far I have the Eye of Cthulhu. So, I've killed King Slime, but King Slime didn't count as one of them, I guess. Okay. Is that all I came for this island for, or is there more? I guess we're gonna find out. I don't think that there would be any more. But there could be something on the other side of this, what is it? I don't even remember what it's called. I'll just call it a monastery for now. Oh, there is stuff over here. There's a graveyard. Ooh, and I can go up? Oh, it's died. How did he get over here? Whoa. So you met some cool... Wait, what was his voice for him again? I don't know. It's gonna be this now. Whoa. So you met some cool cultist dude who made you go on a quest to save the world? Wow. I would like none of this, but too bad. I am now dragged into this cliched saga. No worries, I live for adventures, and this seems like an opportunity that, when capitalized on properly, can lead us to many new adventures. Though, for the most part, you'll have to be the one facing down the baddies. Oh, and I might go back and meet the cultist dude someday. He seems like an interesting fella from what you said. Perhaps he has some adventures, tales, of going on pilgrimages to isolated temples. I came from the Terrarian city of Hollowstone. I wasn't content... I can read, I promise you. I wasn't contented with life there. A rat race where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. So I saved up, bought my small boat, and left to see the other world. As far as I have seen, Hollowstone is heaven compared to some other places. In the far north of mainland Terraria, a large chunk of ice drifts. I had once tried to go there. No. It wasn't the cold that drove me back. It was something else, like a dark presence beyond even the corruption. You know, Mr... Huh? How do you say that? If you're Vadaben, the ex-king? I actually met him once when I was a child. He was so kind and nice. Sadly, he was driven out by revolutionaries, due to faults of his parents and grandparents' doings. Today, he is nowhere to be found. A sad end for a brilliant man. Okay. Fight quest. Apologies, my friend, but I don't see anything of my interest in your possession. Interesting. Wall I see with spikes, so they probably don't want me to go past that, and I just died. That wasn't meant to happen. I was meant to actually grapple there, if you couldn't tell. I'm gonna go see what else is here. Because I think that I saw a few other ways to go. I'm hoping that there will be some neat stuff to do. Geez, that guy's AI lets him walk a long way away from the cathedral over here. Yeah, I can go down. Ooh, what is that? That looks cool. Ooh, there's a ton of cool stuff in here. What is this ore underneath? I'm not going to be able to tell because I can't mine it, though. Like a statue of sorts. What's over here? Another statue. Ooh, that one looks really cool. I like that one a lot. Oh, wait. Unlocked lore codex. Okay. Was there a lore codex over by the other guy? There's one by, oh, codex are... Yeah, I unlocked it. Yeah. So there was one by the other two, so there's probably one by the other one that I just didn't click on. Yeah, there is. Unlocked another. There'll be one down here, too. Not really much of anything else anywhere, though. I wonder if these are heroes or the guys I'm destined to fight. I'd guess heroes. This guy honestly kind of looks like he could be a hero from, like, the same area as me, because it looks like he's wearing vortex armor. But I don't know. It's down here. Ooh, creepy. Lore codex. This is wacky. Okay. Another lore codex. How many cobwebs? Someone needs to really clean this place up. Where did the statue here go, though? It's just gone. That doesn't seem good. If I read the lore codexes, I'd probably get a lot of the answers to the questions I'm asking, but I don't think I'm going to read them quite yet. That's probably going to be what I do next episode. I got this one, right? Yeah, I did. I don't think there was anywhere else I could go here. What if I go along the ceiling in here? I don't think that there's going to be anything along the ceiling in here. I'm just curious. Yeah, there doesn't really seem to be much. Yeah, it's kind of empty. This place is cool, though. I think I kind of have a theory about all of the statues. I think that there were, all these, like, heroes and such, and then the one that's down there, might have been a hero that was a little bit on the darker side, and he defected, and he might be the reason for all of those powerful beings that we have to take down. Or is he the one that's locked away that we're going to break out and then kill? I think that's the second one's more likely. Ow. 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 I just wanted to go over the spikes. Come on, you don't gotta hurt me a ton. Like, what's over here? Just nothing? Guess we'll find out if I just keep going. I think it'd be funny if there's a sign out here that just said, like, what are you doing out here? Oh, it's just a wall. Okay. Oh yeah, what happens if I use a recall potion here? Oh, taking me back to the boat. How do I get off of this area? I'm assuming if I talk to the, if I talk to Yide again, he'll allow me to travel. I think it'd be cool if he was at both that house and the boat, though, so that if you wanted to just use a recall potion, you could recall and then travel back out. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so now we can... Oh, wait, actually, I wonder if I can hit quest now. Nope. What about his shop? Did anything change? No, not quite. Well then, time to travel back to the Paradox Islands and hang out in there. And it seems to have reset my spawn point in here. That's not very cool. So the codexes. Okay, so I think I was right with my theory about one of them being, like, evil. I think it's funny that at least I think it's the evil one right here, is called the Vengeful one, because that's a song by the band Disturbed. A pretty good one, too. I'd recommend. So, the rest of the video is basically me just reading lore, and if you don't want to sit through that, you can go do something else, because I really don't care if you stop watching the video here. There's not any, like, thing that you're gonna miss that's anything special other than me just, like, reading. And I'd understand that's kind of boring, so. But it is lore that you don't have to read yourself. I will read it to you, just like Audible, the sponsor of not this video, but many others. So there's the Meaning Seeker, warning to pilgrims. Pilgrim, take care not to worship the being trapped. It is not like our gods, for it is utterly evil. It shall not grant boons nor be invoked. Pray to it only to keep it trapped, and no more. Our gods and everything beyond imprisoned it for a reason. Let their sacrifice not go in vain. Interesting. The Old Lord. Legends speak of a hero of royal blood, cast out and humiliated, finding penitence only in one last journey. And in his journey, he finds the will to face himself again, and to sacrifice his all as final gift to Terrarian kind. But this legend is for us alone, and so they label him a traitor. Legends speak of a heroine who sought greater power and whom would find it when hope seemed lost and where the end is nigh. Only then did she learn her true calling, and heed it with a bow and spell. But this legend is for us alone, and she goes unsung. Legends speak of a hero of unparalleled loyalty who swore to follow his liege to the ends of the earth. And when that time arrived, he abandoned fortune and fame so that he may uphold his promise, and they ventured together to their final quest, where the man would fight to the very end, with but a pistol. But this legend is for us alone, so he goes unsung. Legends speak of a hero who would rise from destruction, like a phoenix. He would find new worth where he had once failed, and would go on to fight for the world with staff and summon. But this legend is for us alone, and so goes unsung. Legends speak of a hero who fell after seeking vengeance. In his wake, his purity vanished, and he walked the lonely road. But in what short life he had left, he hopes to do something greater. And so he learned to feel again. He takes on his last mission with scythe and dagger to greet an old friend. But this legend is for us alone, and so he goes unsung. Oh, so the Vengeful one isn't that one with the missing dude. I'm thinking then that might be Old Lord, and I think Warning to Pilgrims was the one that wasn't next to any of them. I don't know. How do I close it? Oh yeah, L. That zombie's kind of annoying me. Well, I'm gonna take a look at these lore items right here, and then I think I'm probably just gonna end the video afterward, because I've been recording for quite a while, and I think with all the talking that I've been doing, I'll have enough footage. Okay, so let's start reading the lore. Dear Terraria. Let's get somewhere cozy. How about just right in here? This will be my lore spot. Oh, so I just unlocked the codex? Okay. Codexes. I have Dear Terraria, who has stumbled upon this note. I regrettably tell you that I have lost. We are God Slayers, the bane of many, but still, we have lost in the final. And ultimately, the only fight that mattered. I am writing this letter with the last of my life forces. My friends have been slain, their wills broken. And I am here to sacrifice my soul, to contain the evil thing, for us both. I beg you, you must pick up my sword, where me and my friends had left off, and continue my journey. For all of Terraria, please, head to the Paradox Islands, and recap the Yeah, I can read. I've mentioned this several times already by now, but yeah, I can read. And reap the souls from bosses. You shall be granted audience with my old friend. He will guide you from there on. I am truly sorry. Now I must go. And if we ever cross paths, I beg you to slay me, for by then I will no longer be the man writing this letter. He's 100% a boss. Or, if not a boss, at least somebody that we kill at some point. A soggy diary. I've lost count of how many days we've been here. Master is not the man he once was. No longer. Is he an honorable, an optimistic warrior? Sure. He is still capable of striking anything down. One sad thing is by itself anyways. But he is now a hollow husk. Peering into his eyes is like peering into a void. His scales and gills are still bleeding from the ambush. I feel guilty for not being able to do anything, but Master held not one bit of anger towards me. He's only lost in himself, and the woes that have befallen us all. I wish I was back in the tropics, in my burrow, where the water is warm and things are familiar. But I do not have any regrets on going with Master. It is my duty to be by him to the end on this pilgrimage through the icy lands. Until then, I must grit my teeth and push on. Interesting. Letter to my family. I don't have much time, so I'll make this quick. There's a tunnel collapse further down. I am lucky to not have been posted there at the time. No survivors, all dead. The rest of us are all told to evacuate to the upper levels. I don't like this one bit. The strange noises are now louder than before, and all those that witnessed the collapse reported that the collapse seemed unnatural. Those who are closer to it are being treated for hysterics. Take care. I will too. Note from the medium. It's been 8 years. 8 years since I came here. This place used to feel all eerie and stuff, but now it just feels like home. The view is truly splendid, and for once it's good to settle down instead of being constantly on the move, finding new pilgrimages to go on and places to pray. I do miss them all, though, despite the fact that he was, as devotees are not allowed to feel for anyone but our Moon Lord. I feel I could let others that the age of the moon is over. In all honesty, I may be cast out as heretical, but that is the truth. Out there, I know the fate of the one we used to hold as supreme, butchered in a devious revolt that was ultimately of his own making. And now I can only look to the sunset and toward a hopefully better future. Those 5 are doing a really good job at what they're supposed to do, but of course it is only a matter of time before their skills and teamwork are put to a true test. Till that day, I shall be praying to the deity I know has long since died for them. The Slime Army. One of the greatest factions that ever graced the earth. under the iron-fisted dictatorship of Lord Pinky, who reigns forever in the hearts of slimes, the army has rose to a great power that can even threaten the Hollowstone unions. The slime army has no true zonage to itself, but rather it has forces across all zonages. This is what makes it so deadly, for if the slime army goes to war, an attack can come from all directions. But the so-called capital of the slimes is the SACQ, the Slime Army Command Quarters. It is from there where the upper echelons of the organization rule every aspect of everything below. Unlike many of the other factions, the Slime Army did not have humble beginnings. In the mid 1.1.2s, King Manacracy? The fifth was about to step down, and with no sizable heir, a major reform had to be imposed on the Slimy's hierarchical system. Slimes have always been bound to a strict class-based hierarchy, which had been based on a slime size. It may sound horrible, but remember, slimes have a different concept of freedom to us Terrarians. A election for a new ruler and system was held, and it was during then when Lord Pinky seized power. Not only did she win the vote, but also the awe and interest of the other slimes, for no one had seen a tiny pink slime before. Indeed, the new rarity-based hierarchy was perfect for this rare slime to come into spotlight. Before that, she would be considered a freak of nature. Following that, the slimes had a brief civil war, which formed the basis of many of the slime army's relationships in the present day. In the end, Lord Pinky's side, allied with the underworld denizens, beat the opposition that had united with the jungle faction. Assuming ultimate command, the slimes began a vast military campaign, unlike anything of the Pacific Slime Royal regimes. This saw the conquest and settlement of many new territories, of which our ancestors turned a blind eye to. In the end, it was too late. When Lord Pinky finally unleashed the wrath of a new superior on Hollowstone, for the first time, our ancestors were matched in combat, and the war that followed was known by many names. Our history books called it the War on Meraki, while the slimes called it the Legend of Pinky. Ultimately, the war ended in a draw. The ruling king of Hollowstone then was killed in a rash move, while Lord Pinky surrendered after a siege brought the SACQ to its knees. By then, it was too late to undo the ideological afflictions Pinky had did to slime society. The resistance of the Terrarians, if anything, made the slimes more patriotic, and as peace treaties were signed, Lord Pinky still remained in power. She has been until the late 1.2s, where she stepped down from official positions and only ruled as ideological figurehead. I do not think a single slime has laid more of a mark on not only slime history, but the history of Terraria as a whole before. Today, Slimy's Terrarian relationships are alright, no more wars I hope, though the jungle faction still hates the slimes with burning passion for their war crimes of literally annihilating a third of the hornet population and burning half the great jungle with flammable insecticide. And the slime army is always characterized by its wait, did I miss something? Oh wait, and a few cannons, that's what it said. The slime army is always characterized by its ultra-nationalistic, almost fascist ideals. The slimes are a proud race. It is said that every slime is brought up in conditions that would make an adult Terrarian break. They routinely hold huge military parades to remind the world never to look down on armless blobs. Even then, the slimes still get jealous quite easily, and as a race, they have always yearned for arms. Like, what? Even hornets have arms. Even fanatical lizards have arms. But the slimes have to make do, and train themselves in alternate ways of using weapons. So if you love unwavering patriotism, military might, and a strange take on your world, you might just like the slime army. Did I miss a page on any of these? Because I just realized that they can have multiple pages. I I think, what about this one? Oh, yeah, I missed a page. You know, I don't feel like reading it right now. It may never be read. You may never know what happens. Because the video is ending.